Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. On this beautiful Wednesday, March 18th. Good morning, Kendall. Why are you laughing?
Good morning. I could tell you weren't sure what day it was.
I know.
It is Wednesday.
I always, okay, smarty ass.
What?
I always double check and triple check as we get older.
Lathering yourself up.
Right. Good morning, Kendall. Good morning, Yas. Good morning, Lotion Queens, as you're doing your thing. Yes, as you get older and stuff, you always forget what day it is because it's always a continuous rat race. We're all on the wheel. We all just keep on, pushing it along, and then we get off and we realize that we're at where we end right where we started at, So yes, I double check for the people listening what day it is, because there's people waking up this morning on their way to work that think it's a Tuesday or maybe hope it's a Thursday. Unfortunately, I'm the bearer of good news and bad news and let you know that it's Wednesday. It's going to be a great show for us today, though. And the podcast broadcast, we're going to have Sam from Chevelle joining us before their performance at the Pima County Fair. They just released their 10th album, probably their hardest album to date. It's fantastic.
Very good.
Yes. So we have that on the line. Of course, we have tons of things to give away, including your last opportunity to win tickets for Pussifer. We also have your keyword of the day coming up here at 6:30, so you can win $2,026. And tickets for Shinedown at 8 o'clock. And if that's not enough, we also got tickets for your Tucson Roadrunners for Friday night. That's a Lazo night that Yas Money will be hosting. So lots of listener bait. As we inch closer to beef games, we've been making those posts and getting ready for that. You ladies ready for beef games?
I don't know.
No.
You haven't really prepped us.
Yeah,
so I don't think we are ready.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was invited.
You're not only invited, it's mandatory. I need you as a stage manager. And it's all hands on deck. It's going to be fun. And as far as what do I do? What do I do? Don't worry, we're getting there. I'm still organizing it. I've already had trust me, meeting after meeting of people who are like A-type personalities who think in black and white, who don't understand like the creativity aspect of it, and then they want to just be like, show me the schedule down to the T. And I'm like, F you, dude. First off, there's a flow state involved to this. I have to build out the outline of like, what all my potential is. And then I was like, if I gave you a schedule today, it's going to change 10 times before that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be mixing and matching, seeing what fits where, and just like, you just trust the process. As a creative, just trust the process. And also, when it comes down to it, the only one that's going to look like a failure if this thing fails is me, because I'm going to be like at the forefront. All right. But at the same time, I'll take all the glory as well. Actually, no, they will too. And when I say it's a team thing. And trust me, I plan on featuring everybody. This is basically a big coming out of sorts of our crew.
You're coming out?
Us.
Oh.
Yes.
Team.
Okay. Yeah. Dude.
Beef spells team with an I.
No, that's not true. And that's not true. So, we got Tucson Foodie involved. The union's involved. I made a post. We're all, shared that. And everyone's super excited about it. So as far as the prizes accumulated, Disneyland tickets, of course, Shinedown tickets, of course. I got Transit T hit me up yesterday. And we are in. Yeah.
They love you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're my boys. And so, they're like, well, at least do the first one. And I'm like, once you do the first one, you'll want to do the next two. And so we're accumulating all these like prizes, gift cards, money. We want to make it a big deal. And so that's what all my focus is outside of the show is for that show. And that's going to be a good party. That's basically our celebration of a thank you to everyone that rides with us.
As an A-type, what I really want to know is, what do I wear? Like, do I come up as like a ref and like have a whistle?
Oh my gosh.
That kind of get up?
You already know what she's going to do.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you could bring multiple outfits if you want to characterize. I say bring the sexy as well.
That's a good idea. Like outfit changes throughout the night?
Yes, you can bring outfit changes for sure. There's going to be a bunch of technical things. Here's an idea of a game that I'll need extra hands for. We have Tucson Games and Gadgets on board. right? And so they're going to bring an oversized D&D dice, which has 20 sides
Oh
to
my
it.
gosh.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Nah, it's not that big, but it's big enough.
Okay.
Right. And so we'll have like 6 to 8 contestants. They'll roll the dice based off the number they roll. We'll also have blown up balloons. Okay. And say they roll like a number 8. Then they basically pick which players get what balloons. And basically then they, the players must pick up all the balloons. First person to drop a balloon will be out. Right. And so the idea is to roll the dice and assign somebody balloons to get them to drop the balloons.
Got
and,
it.
Basically eliminate people. That's one game.
Yeah, so
right?
we'll need Kendall all hands on deck with a whistle and be like, "Yo, you dropped your bow.
Yes.
You dropped the balloons."
And someone to help bring out the balloons and everything and all that. We'll have like elimination style games. We'll have our trivia style games like tap out. We'll be doing several times. The
like
last
our Family
word.
Feud.
Yeah, survey says.
Are you gonna incorporate getting 69? Caller number 69.
Sore loser rules.
Sore loser rules.
Sore loser rules may be a factor on some, and I would let you know.
Maybe we'll incorporate contestant 6 and contestant 9.
Well, no, that's where it gets a little complicated. But sore loser rules may be a factor there as well. And we're going to be drawing. So the way that people participate, beef games, they get out early, they sign up. Then we'll have a bucket, Kill Tony style, and we'll draw names out of the bucket. Those who lose the games will go into a secondary bucket. That's our second chance bucket for random prizes that we'll give out throughout the night. Because I have a feeling we'll have more prizes than we will have opportunities to play games. And I want to make sure that as many people walk away with something extra that night.
Have you done this before?
No.
No, you haven't done beef games before?
No, this is the first time I've done beef games, but like what I'm doing with beef games is incorporating essentially what I have done my entire life as like a carny. So these are nothing new as far as accumulating games. When I was working for my family business, doing the casino company, they would always just hire us for miscellaneous games, activities. I've worked Fiesta Bowls.
So it's in your blood.
All these corporate events.
Got it.
So like I know how to do the team building events and everything else. And then you add that with my love for garbage reality competition shows, right? Like Beast Games or The Challenge and my years of watching and absorbing that. And you combine those two things.
Your obsessions.
You have beef games. Yes. Do what you love.
Do what you love.
And success will follow.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, right? And so that's basically what we're doing for beef games. And we invite everybody out to join us next Thursday, the 26th at St. Philip's Plaza. It's going to be a good time. I guarantee it. But we have a lot to get to on this show, including all the things that I said I was going to give away, but lots of fun, including another edition of Yas or Helna. TikTok tells me, F my lives, and a lot of things like which state spends the most money per 10,000 people on OnlyFans. You're going to find that out today. So much stuff. Yes. And your morning coming up after Papa Roach. But let's kick things off with Everclear on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. But you know the name of the show, Tucson.
Let's go.
KFMA, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's now 6:18 and time for your morning more. Let's do it. This is a new one. A baller move in court, right? Now, I don't know if you ladies have ever been arrested and had to face the possibility of like posting bail, but it's a thing that happens. A lot of times you get released on your own recognizance, but a lot of times you have to spend the money for your freedom temporarily. In this situation, it was a man who had to spend the money for his freedom temporarily, a 33-year-old man from South Carolina named Patrick. He was arrested for misdemeanor trespassing last Saturday and spent the night in jail. Now, of course, it's a petty crime, nothing too serious. In most situations, most states, they would just say, okay, we'll release you on your own recognizance. But they did set a bail for him at $250. So at that point, Patrick, like a baller, pulled out a wad of cash, handed the judge $400 bills, and told him, keep the change.
Ooh.
Is this a flex? Is this a baller move?
No, that's another charge.
In the wrong
bribery.
place. Yeah.
Well, I mean, in some cases, yeah, you could consider it bribery, but you could argue it's a tip in the court of law. So, it's not something that would stick as far as charge. And that's not the reason why he's a morning moron. Okay. Now, the problem with his baller ass move is that what he handed the judge was counterfeit money.
Oh.
The judge immediately noticed that the cash didn't look right. And then when he flipped the bills over, there was Chinese writing on the back.
Wow.
Sir, this is Monopoly money.
So no bribery charges were set against Patrick. Instead, he is facing a new pair of charges, felony forgery and contempt of court, which is a misdemeanor, only a misdemeanor. But his bond was then increased from $250 to $6,000. To which he's like, hold on, I got that. And then he's like, no, you can't use that money.
Man, the Chinese writing on it, that's such a dead giveaway.
Oh, I know, man.
Is he okay?
Well, I mean, I do have a mugshot of Patrick looking like a homeless Jesus, and the answer is no, he's not okay.
Oh my God.
That's right. So, for you trying to do a baller move and tipping a judge and posting your bail money, but trying to do that with counterfeit money and immediately getting caught, I have to say that Patrick is today's Morning Moron. Stone Temple Pilots, that song. Sure, we'll help this guy out real quick as he just randomly popped on the broadcast stream. We're going to be talking with Sam of Chevelle here momentarily. This is going to be fun. We're getting ready for the lyrical breakdown that we do as a game, and just hype them up. They released their 10th studio album, A Bright as Blasphemy, and it's probably one of their best. Chevelle is one of the most underrated bands that are still out there. But I got this very important message here on the YouTube, and we're going to, try to offer the best advice. Guys, I need your advice. My downstairs is like an acorn connected to my torso, surrounded by pimples. Like the pimples are making a full ring. How do I fix this fast and have a date tonight? All right. Now, you can go through a pop fest. You can do everything. I would say the best thing to do, first and foremost, is not expose your genitalia. I don't think that's a strong suit. So, always lead with what you have to offer first, and that is your oral game. You're going to have to go oral. You have to go oral for the first 3 months until the pubes grow in to cover up the fact that you have pubic acne. That's really bad. That causes basically a ring of fire around your tiny peen. If you do that, you may be able to date 4 to 6 months, I mean, would you give...
be like a bib or something you can buy on Amazon, right?
Yeah, like a ball bib.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they don't have those, I'm inventing that right now.
No, ball bib is something that I would love to give a few people and stuff. I definitely know a few people would need a ball bib because bless them. Yeah, they have overactive glands. All right, we're going to continue to get ready for our interview with Sam, but earlier this morning, we did this. Check it out. We're going to have two huge Rock 1 2.1 shows, STP and, of course, Chevelle. And we'll be speaking with Sam from Chevelle today on the podcast broadcast at 9. I know. I'm stoked. I love Pima County Fair shows for a couple reasons. One, fair food, right? You got that. You got the rides. You got the beers. You got the atmosphere. It's fantastic. Also, the amphitheater and the setup, no matter where you're at, you got a good view, it's good sound, and the vibe is there. And it's free for the show, and on top of that, you see the aesthetics of all the rides going in the background, and no matter where you're at in the fair, you could hear the concert going. It's a blast. So join us when we bring SCP and Chevelle to the Pima County Fair this year. I'm going to be giving you a keyword so you can win over $2,000 here momentarily, but first, I got a round of hypotheticals with Miss Yas Money that she wants to run by us in another edition of...
Is it a Yas or is it a... Oh, hell no.
All right, what we got today, Yas Money?
I'm a fan of all of our topics today, but the first, smelling your clothes to see if they're still good. So doing a quick little sniff test instead of actually washing them.
I'm looking at Kendall right off the bat because she's nodding, and I'm just like, don't be gross.
No, I didn't. I just nodded. That doesn't mean indicate anything gross.
So, okay. Now, how clean is your clothes today?
I'm nodding because I think I have a very sensitive nose. Okay. I don't know if this is like a female thing. I'm going to have to research if there's any science to back that up, that we have more sensitive noses.
Same.
Because I have this thing, not with clothes with my boyfriend, but his towels. Okay. And like rags and things like that. Like I've had to try to, teach him and convince him these are old and these need to go because they're contaminating. The smell is leaching into the other towels.
Yes.
And they're starting to smell.
Yes.
So
The mildew smell is real and it's gross.
So yeah, I definitely smell stuff. Not so much. Clothes are always generally good, but the other things.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. I would say, yes on that as well, I guess. But I basically can judge if something's clean by look. With the exception of towels. And actually, no, not even with the exception of towels. You can tell when a towel's dirty.
Have you had like females ever tell you like this smells? And then it forces you to like wash it or get rid of it or something?
Yeah,
Is
in
that
the past,
a chick thing?
Yeah, I guess in the past. I mean, right now my entire condo kind of has a musk to it.
Mold
God.
smell.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, no, it does suck, but it's almost time for spring cleaning. And in fact, actually, unfortunately, we skipped spring cleaning this year because it's going to be over 100 already this weekend. So I guess I'll just clean in the fall. But yes, smell tests are important to see if something is clean. All right, what's another hypothetical?
So I just did this morning, typing a text, then deleting it. So starting a message, overthinking, and saying nothing instead. My life.
Okay, that's a hell yes for me, dog. Especially when I'm heated, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like cathartic and therapeutic to type out everything that you're gonna say in the FU fashion and then just delete all that. And going through breakups to do that, there's been plenty of scenarios that, I have like typed literal novels just to delete and make a dust in the wind and have no response in return. And feel better about it. You want to kind of get it off your chest. So I think it's healthy and normal. What do you say, Kendall?
I agree 100% all the way.
Yeah. All right. How often do you do that to me?
Not too often. No.
Nice.
No, yeah.
All the time.
What? All right. Next one, please.
Here you go, Beef. Letting a call go to voicemail on purpose.
Why are you
watching it ring and decide, I'll deal with it later.
I only do that when I'm stoned, dude.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm high and I'm like vegging out or playing video games, and I'm not trying to talk to nobody because I've made the fatal mistake of answering the phone too high before and have the two important people call at the wrong exact time where I'm like, oh, I'm so high, and then be a potential employer and be like, gotta answer this. Oh, just screwed that up.
They're not really listening.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Has this happened with you and Yas? Is that why she's saying this?
That's
no. Anytime I call him, he answers, which is nice.
Oh,
that's what friends do.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, because if he didn't, I wouldn't call him anymore.
No.
I wouldn't be here.
The reason why I'm answering is because I know she has tea or she's going to vent and talk mad trash about somebody. So every single time I answer the phone from Yas Money, it's like getting a call from TMZ. I'm like, what do they do now?
Yeah.
It's fire. So
nice.
yeah, that's
answer my calls.
Yes, that's another round of hypotheticals here. We got to hit the reset, and I got to give out this $2,000. Let's do the $2,000 thing right about now. All right, if you want to win $2,026 and have Rock 102.1 KFMA pay your bills, then text the word Nirvana to 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362 right now. That's Nirvana, NIRVANA, to 600 KFMA, 600-5362 for your chance to win $2,026 in cash. You'll have 2 more opportunities to qualify to win that money later on today, so keep it right here on Rock 102.1 all day long. We'll be back right after this. It's Rock 102.1. Money is smelling Justin Spears. Yas, are you on birth control? I'm assuming you're on birth control.
No, she said she hasn't been since she was 19.
Elon Musk would look at you and be like, you're totally on birth control, I could tell. Now, reason why I bring up Elon's name in this scenario is that he's been backing a theory heavily that women who take birth control are attracted to guys with more feminine features, right? And that's straight up. So according to him, scientists are now saying that birth control doesn't just prevent pregnancy, it apparently turns women into Victorian art critics. So yes, Elon Musk's theory says that women on birth control are no longer attracted to rugged cavemen. They're suddenly into dudes who like Renaissance painters and indie baristas named Oliver and guys who own 3 scarves and a poetry notebook.
Maybe I should get on birth control.
So basically, you got to think to yourself, if you're attracted to a guy or with a guy who looks like he fights dragons, you're good. But if he looks like he writes dragons emotional letters, that's the birth control talking. And you might want to get out the birth control to see what you truly are attracted to.
I'm not sure I'm buying this.
Nah, well, I mean, I kind of am. It's wild enough that it may be true. Kind of sounds like it's a conspiracy.
I think this sounds like a conspiracy to me.
Well, if this was a theory, this is what Elon is not telling you. That birth control wasn't created to stop pregnancy. No, it was created by Big Cardigan. Oh, yes, Big Cardigan. You know what the goal is? To slowly replace rugged men with soft-spoken guys named Theo. Oh, yes. Men who own 8 houseplants. Guys who say things like, let's unpack that emotionally. That's what Big Cardigan wants.
Guys with nose rings.
Guys with nose rings and pierced nipples that have a chain connected to.
I should then, you know what? I should get on birth control because I attract men that literally question. I'm just like, do you hate me?
Oh, why?
So
you got the rugged alpha man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just, like the guy who's just like too cool to tell his feelings. If I'm lovey-dovey, it's stupid.
I'll tell you why you're attracting these type of men because these men are like, oh, I could probably take her out in a fight if I need to, right? The emotionally available men, the sensitive men, look at you and be like, oh, if I cross her the wrong way, she's gonna KO me. She'll take me out. She'll be able to pin me down. And some people are getting aroused just at the thought of that. But the reality is, you're not attracting those soft boys because you're too hard.
Because the reality is I could kill you with my hand.
Yeah. The reality is you can kill him with a look. I mean, sometimes you give me a gaze. That's like a dagger. Let me interrupt this. We have to get to our important guest. But before we do, we thought that for a second there would be a mix up on time. And Kendall's already getting mad at me because she's super meticulous when it comes to details, and that's something I'm very appreciative of. But daylight savings time, we scheduled this interview maybe like 2 weeks ago, and for like Mountain Standard Time or maybe Pacific Standard Time, I don't know. We're in Arizona. We do not change our times.
We don't care about these things.
And I was telling her as she's freaking out that nobody knows when daylight savings time is going to take place and get into effect. So there's no possible way. Yeah, we can. There's no possible way that we could ever properly know what the time is going to be if it changed time zones. So please welcome to our guest, our very on-time guest, someone who we're very excited to speak with. Yes, it's Sam. Sam for Chevelle. Sam, good morning, man.
Hey, good morning. I'm great. I'm sorry. I was like 4 minutes late. I was legitimately. I don't have good signal, so I need to be on Wi-Fi here, and my God, I had to turn it back off and back on again. Like that's the secret fix, apparently, for all of the internet.
Yeah, it looks like you are you on the road right now? You in your bus?
No, I am not on the road. And yes, I am in my bus.
Okay. So, are you driving right now? Yeah.
No, I'm actually in my RV. This is not my bus. This is like my quiet space.
That's awesome. So yeah, you have an RV that's just ready to go for whenever. You ever use that when you go on the road, or is this your family trips?
No, it's just my family RV. But nice. I like it in here, and it lives inside, like it lives indoors. So it's warm and quiet and all that stuff. So sometimes I just use this place for my office, which is nice.
Yeah. And it has great light. So, yeah, thank you for joining us here. We're excited that Chevelle's coming back to Tucson. Tucson has a long history of rabid fandom for your band. And, of course, you have a long history with us at KFMA and plenty of KFMA Day appearances and everything else. So to see you at the Pima County Fair on April 24th, super excited about it. And we appreciate you coming to town for that. And especially on top of basically a tour run celebrating a 10th studio album. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. They keep having us back. We love it. I mean, it's funny how often, because we don't play many fairs, like, not, you don't really necessarily have to, but we do a few of them and we just do sort of the same ones. And people tell us all the time, they'll be like, we don't go to any shows except at the fair. And people that live an hour, 2 hours outside of a city where a band goes to, it's really expensive for them to go see a show. And I think that's a big thing. Like it'll be like $65 show, but now they have gas and hotels and food and all that stuff to go. So to play those fairs, the ones that we play all the time, people all the time tell us this is the only shows that we see all year. So it's cool because it's sort of a captive audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even on top of that, to be honest with you, being in Tucson, which is next to Phoenix, with Live Nation owning venues
Yeah.
in Phoenix, but
Mm.
not in Tucson, that means we don't get shows in Tucson as much anymore because they only
Yeah.
book shows at venues that are owned by Live Nation. And
Yeah.
so the fairs are the only ones that have the deep enough pockets to say, hey, we'll bring the shows that you want. And since it is a fair, it's not necessarily violating a non-compete, right?
Yeah, don't tell
Right.
Live Nation there's fairs, concerts happening at fairs. They're
Yeah.
going to jump on that.
We're live.
They
on
definitely are.
KFMA. We got Sam Loeffler of Chevelle joining us before his performance alongside his brother, Pima County Fair, April 24th. That is a free show for all. All you have to do is go to the fair and then get yourself something deep fried and then
Yeah.
watch Chevelle. And we're very excited to have you on the show. So this broadcast will be bouncing on the air on Rock 102.1 and then just on the stream and going back and forth just to get you caught up. My name's B. Fegan. I got Kendall and Rico here with us here. Let's talk about this 10th studio album that you guys self-produced. This is the first album that you produced by yourselves, right?
It is, although we're been a part of all of that stuff, but really at the end of the day, it's like 10 albums deep. How many bands do that? And you only do it because this is Pete and I have these existential questions all the time. You do it because that's what you do, right? You're gonna
Right.
do it no matter what you're doing. So we're already writing uh music. In fact, we were in the studio for the last couple of days. So I mean, this is what we do. We're going to hopefully keep putting out music that people want to listen to, that inspires us. So we'll see what it is. It might be straight up Rammstein this time. It's possible.
Well, you know what? I love this. So Chevelle's the only band that continues to get harder with every album that they've released, like legitimately. You start off melodic and rock and still got crunch. Every album continues to get harder in your face and evolve in a way that is aggressive, which seems to kind of like directly contradict us aging. It's like you guys are
It
getting
does.
younger.
It's not good for our career. We know that. Like we should be going softer, playing more relatable music that more people like. Instead, we're sticking with the thing that we started with. It's like a bad haircut, right? Like I'm in it. I'm just gonna have this haircut the rest of my life.
I'm growing the mullet out. Yeah.
That's right.
It's amazing though, because throughout this, over 20-year legacy that you guys, you and your brother have amassed, you created timeless music and music that continues to, be played heavily on like our station and stations like
Yeah.
ours all over the country. And so now you're at a point where as you're getting older, your music is getting more aggressive. You're starting to see generational fandom, aren't you?
We really are. And plus we have kids too, so that'll make anyone angry. But
Yeah.
but yeah, we are. We're seeing people bring their children, their adult children, bringing their children even. And I think music is cyclical, I think largely. So we're seeing rock music as kind of having a thing right now where it's coming back around, and it's
Big time.
definitely it's definitely a lot of like the tastemakers and stuff from back when we were younger, Deftones, Korn, bands like that. And that stuff's like, it's coming back. And I think the things even that were influenced by that time we're seeing that again too. So, I mean, it's special for us because we've been doing it because we love it and we just keep doing it. And the fact that people are still finding that music, there's always going to be people playing guitars in their garage or their bedroom or whatever. I think that's always going to happen. And we're just here to support that largely.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, talk about like a family bonding in a way with you and your brother Pete, putting together a band and touring the road together and writing music. Do you feel like kind of in tune with what Pete what direction he wants to go in. At this point, especially after playing so long and knowing him so well, do you know like where he wants to go next before he even tells you where he wants to go next?
Yeah, I mean, most of it is just directing him from jumping off a cliff all the time.
Yeah.
Again, it's constant existential crisis, right?
Yes.
Especially when you're digging so deep into lyrics and trying to compact an idea, a feeling, or even just an experience into a 5-minute song or something. So, but I like the process, and we've become this thing where we're just saying no to a lot of stuff because they're like, I like doing it like this now, right?
Yeah.
So that becomes like minimizing the stress of the things is the thing to do to keep you going, right? And we sort of screwed that up too because we're going back to Europe for the first time since 2017. Um, and
I
that's
heard about
super
that
stressful.
2017 tour too, because I mean, it's good that you learn to start saying no. It feels like you've been like it seems like you guys kind of been screwed over a couple times through your career of saying yes when maybe you shouldn't have said yes, and then
Yeah.
for whatever reason, getting the short end of the stick when you don't deserve that. That European tour that you went on to
Yeah.
2017, you guys were playing at doors open.
Yeah,
On
that was a silly situation. I mean,
right.
it was a hard thing to control. So, um, yeah, we were we were on a tour, but we decided that we would opened the tour because it was just Avenged Sevenfold and Disturbed. So
Yeah,
we're like,
huge
yeah,
tour.
that's fine. Yeah, it was a great tour, and it was all sold out before they even put us on it. So we're like, oh, that's great, whatever. And they said, oh, we'll make sure we put you on an hour after doors. But then something happened, it just didn't trickle down, which was I think Avenge ended up playing like an extra half hour in their show. And because of it, uh nobody told us until the last day.
Mm.
So it wasn't their fault. It wasn't really anybody's fault. It was just kind of a misunderstanding. But I mean, it doesn't matter what business you're in and what you do, you're gonna if you do it long enough, you're gonna make mistakes. I mean, was the Batman movie says that if you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. In this case,
Yeah,
if you
you gotta
do it
die.
long enough, you live long enough to have regrets and things that don't work out. But our longtime manager from before said one time that if you travel, eventually you lose your luggage, and that's the way I try to look at it. It's not the end of the world to get new luggage, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity that we get to make good choices as well. And I'll tell you, and this is the boring part of it, is we've made mostly good choices. We've had a fantastic career, we still do,
Yeah,
and we're still doing the thing that we want to do. And then when I'm not touring, not writing it, I get to do really fun shit. So
yeah, which
you
is
know,
awesome.
yeah.
Let's jump on that one. We got Sam Loeffler from Chevelle here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Let's talk about this European tour. This is a big deal then. You guys going back to Europe, you guys always had Europe in your scope. And you've always,
Yeah.
wanted to feel like, initially you felt like it was your relationship that you had with your manager having with the label that kind of stunted your initial push in Europe. Right when you came out the gate, you released songs like The Red, songs that took over American radio.
Yeah.
But you're like, okay, now let's get that stranglehold on Europe. And for whatever reason, that got stunted because of business relationships you had no control
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
This
we had no
tour,
control over it. I mean, that really happened, dude. Our manager went to Europe to deal with Sony in the UK, and the guy that ran Sony at the time, I won't say his name because honestly I don't remember it. But he was like, "Hey Bill, I'm not putting your band out here. That's it." And it was just because he hated Bill. And we were just apart. But you know what, man? I bet you that story is as old. I bet there's so many bands that have gone through that where
right?
they got taken down because somebody didn't like them or like somebody that they were worked with. So
Mhm.
it sucks, but we've had a fantastic career in the US. So
Yeah. Now, with this tour in Europe, what's the scope of the tour? Is it a headlining tour? Is it a support tour? What
yeah.
kind of rooms are you playing?
So with rock music just being just sort of on a tear right now, we just
Oh yeah,
decided we're going to go back and we have this tour with Breaking Benjamin that we're doing in the U.S. here in September, October.
yeah.
And I was talking to their manager during this last tour, and he was going to Europe, and he said, "I don't know what's going to happen with Breaking Benjamin in Europe." And I said, well, listen, dude, why don't you put us on like some of those shows and we'll do it together and we'll just kind of take on some of these places together and just see how it goes because we haven't been back there since 2017. And he said, that's a great idea. And talked to Ben and everybody was down. So we put it on sale and it sold out. Like so many of the shows sold out immediately. So we had to make some of the, we had to double the size of some of the venues, which was great. And some of them we weren't able to double the size of it and people were pissed. But you know, they hadn't been there in a long time. So it was sort of us kind of tried to take a little bit of a calculated risk in going together but it seemed to work. And I don't know if all the tickets were sold by Ben or by us or by both of us or whatever, but people like that tour. So we'll do that. And then we'll go back in 27 on our own and we'll see if it still connects. If it does, hopefully it builds. And then we got, you know, the worldwide market again, because if you look at like our Spotify numbers, for instance, which is sort of a metric that bands use,
for sure,
we don't have those other countries. So we have, I think our Spotify are like 6 million monthly listeners or something which is great, but it's like basically all the US.
Really?
So,
wow, that's surprising. I thought eventually with the internet that you know, like it would trickle upwards in a way and people would catch on.
I mean, it does because bands like Korn and Deftones and people find other bands through them when they find them first. Whoever's getting the most push at the time, right? That's what used to be the record stores, right? You go in the record stores and you get whatever's being pushed is being pushed by those people. And that's kind of how that whole thing has been, which is great. You know, we're grateful to all those bands for sticking it out and still being part of it and raising all boats, so to speak.
Absolutely. We're talking with Sam from Chevelle. Of course, Chevelle is performing at the Pima County Fair on April 24th. We're going to have more with Sam right after this, but you can join us on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, clear. And now we're just on the stream side. We got a couple things that we're going to get to. And when we come back, we're going to play a little game with you because, you know, we like to do this with legacy musicians who have, you know, a huge catalog. You have 10 albums, right?
We do, yeah.
So I'm going to test your memory in a little bit. But first, I know, Kendall, you got questions for Sam?
Yeah, well, first I want to talk about one of my favorite tracks, the AI Phobias.
Oh, yeah.
Off the new album.
Off the new album, Bright as Blasphemy, which is excellent, by the way. Let me start with a compliment. It is immaculate. Like Beef was saying, like the progression into just like how metal, but to me also still like Chevelle. And I feel like growing up with you guys, like it still gives me a nostalgic feeling listening to you guys.
Yeah, still catchy, still melodic.
Thank you. That's a great compliment.
Yeah, it's an immaculate album.
It brings me back to the before times.
That's right. Exactly.
Before the end of the world.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good that you got this out just in the nick of time.
Yep.
Which, but I wanted to ask, what is your biggest AI phobia in particular? Is it, you know, art and music you're concerned with? There's a lot.
There's a lot. It's definitely art and music. That's the biggest part of it for sure, because I'm an artist, and I believe wholeheartedly that if it's not created by a human, what's the point? So people can argue that, and I'm sure that they have good arguments for that and why things are the way. But I think there's an escalation in everything. Like you talk about just like film alone, like when we watch a film now and we watch like an action sequence of Keanu Reeves getting punched and punched and punched and shot and then keeps getting up and all that. It's unrealistic, and we know it's unrealistic, and we've sort of gotten there, right? So maybe AI will be in that same sort of boat. But my argument is, and this is a boring argument, but if we have AI and we have access to it, like Chat GPT or whatever AI you use, why do we have to have it on every single thing? Why do we have to have email summary AI? And why do we have to have AI Google? And then like, why does everybody have to have their own? Why can't we just have like a few that you opt into to use when you need them? And then that's my point is, why do we have to put it on every single thing? It's like jam, right? But you put jam on everything, and it's like, it's weird, right? Strawberry jam on steaks doesn't work. So
you might need to talk to Spotify, because the irony is I was looking up the lyrics for AI Phobia, and the first thing that comes up is beta summary, like the AI summary of the song. And I was like, Man, I wonder if you've seen this. This is pretty ironic.
It's so funny because like that's what we really need is
Yeah.
an AI summary of art, right? What did you
Yeah.
get? I'm
How
looking
do
at
I
this
feel?
at this at this painting from whomever, and all I have are the eyeballs. Well, it's a picture of their eyes. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah.
Thanks,
God.
computer.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Thanks,
Couple
computer.
things as we turn to the comments real quick. The VIP tickets for this show did sell out, but general admission, basically you just go and pack it in. But yeah, if you wanted to try to get the seats ahead of time, it sold out almost instantly when they announced you guys at the Pima
Nice.
County Fair. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like I said, we're excited. Tucson always has a lot of fondness for Chevelle, a lot of love. So Jose on the stream asked what your favorite band that you have toured with is. And he always wondered who inspired you guys, like what big bands like yourself enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, we've had so many great tours, so many friends and stuff, but early days are like the things that you remember the most. So doing things with bands that were that you started with, and like even like the Corn guys are a really good example. Doing those tours 25 years ago, 24 years ago,
Right.
and yeah, I mean those kinds of things. It's not usually just like one tour, but now it's very much the headline stuff is the stuff that you remember because you just want people to sing along. I think that's and be excited to hear whatever deep cut you pull out or whatever. But growing up, Pete was into any strong singers, right? It was Depeche Mode and The Cure and then all of the grunge stuff, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and Faith No More, like just real strong original singers. And but we came up on punk music, finding bands like the Minutemen and Black Flag. That was the first stuff that we found, and I I admit that I still listen to it to this day.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I sent you a song last night. What was it there?
It was Brave Captain.
Oh
Or there
yeah,
was
from
a
Fire Hose.
discrepancy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if that's the correct Brave Captain or the Captain.
It's actually
Yeah.
great.
It's Brave
Okay.
Captain. Yeah, that's a really great. That's a really great because that song kind of sums up that whole band's career. And without nerding out on the whole things, that Fire Hose was the band that happened after the singer for the Minutemen died, and it was just really interesting because we were huge skateboarders, and that's where we heard Brave Captain was on a skateboarding video, and that really opened us up to music. That particular song at that time was right when we were finding instruments and finding music, and it just changed our world.
Yeah. Without that song, there would be no Chevelle. That's amazing. Do you still
It may
skate?
be
Do you
different.
still- yeah. Do you still have moves? Can you still ollie or do any kind of tricks on the skateboard?
I can. I don't really anymore. I ride a longboard
Okay.
still, but dude, it's bloody dangerous, I'm gonna break my wrists. It's
Right.
I hate to admit that, but I actually have there's a company called Boosted made these electric skateboards, and it is the pretty much the most. I ride motorcycles, and this is like the most fun thing in the world because you can go like 24 miles an hour full speed downhill on a longboard, and then you just like roll back the brakes, right?
Really?
Yeah,
Just
it's
with a hand remote? With a hand remote?
yeah, little hand
Wow.
remote. Unfortunately, that company went out of business, but there's other people that are making them,
Yeah.
and it's a dude. It's something you could never experience in your life, going down a hill as fast as you can. Because how many people can do that and scrub the speed off without, hitting an intersection and everybody
Oh
crashing
yeah.
into each other,
Yeah,
worried
yeah.
about you? Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
wild.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without skateboarding, what do you like to do between sound check and hitting the stage?
Oh, I avoid all food. It's really hard for me. I really want to
Mm.
eat.
Oh, you have a
Yeah.
situation like a story of one time you had the bubble guts, but as a drummer,
So many
you get to
times.
sit down though, so that's an advantage. Is that you're sitting down? Yeah, because it's
No,
easier
he's
to
come
hold it
on.
in
burning
when
like
you're
a
sitting down.
billion
Yeah.
calories still during a show.
Yeah, I
No,
wish it was a billion calories. But I mean, you definitely burn some calories. But yeah, it's like think about it like a workout when you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do an hour and a half, mid tempo cardio workout, and then you eat like a nice big meal an hour and a half before, 2 hours before. So, but and also I have a thing about Oreos, so I can do a sleeve of Oreos standing on my head.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Deal.
That's
Yeah.
what they're made for.
You got
Yeah,
Oreo.
it's not even impressive, right?
Careful, the Pima County Fair, they're going to have fried ones. And they're going to throw them at you. Now.
Yeah. I
Had
mean,
'em.
when you,
Oh,
when you do fairs, do you get excited about the fair foods? I mean, and in here in the Southwest, we got some Southwest fair food that, you probably don't get in Illinois. Is that where you're still at, by the way?
Dude, I have to avoid all that stuff. I have to. But here's the good news is that for a long time we've traveled with my nephew who works for the lighting company, and he would go out and get a selection of a bunch of stuff and then put it in the front lounge of one of the buses or whatever. So you can just kind of go through and try some stuff without having to commit to an entire elephant ear.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's we're gonna get back on here in about a minute and 55, and then we're gonna play a game. Now, obviously through 10 albums and probably like 200 plus songs, this is gonna be a very difficult game for you. It's very
You're right.
difficult. Probably, I'm assuming for you to even put together a set list at this point, right? Because there's some albums that you are inadvertently or you just knowingly are leaving off the set list altogether because it's impossible to put 10 albums into a 90-minute set.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we try to at least add at least one song from every album. But so if we do an 18, 19 song set, that's an hour and 35 minutes.
Right.
And that's pretty compact. There's no time in between. And Pete's singing all the stuff and everything. And if he wants to be able to sing the next day, we can't really do that much more than that because there's not really a bunch of solos or, him walking off the stage and taking a break. So,
Right.
So yeah, I mean, if we do 3 or 4 songs from this album, from Bright as Blasphemy, that means, we have 14 left between the other 9, right? And we know that Wonder What's Next has some big hits on it. So we always hit 3 or 4 songs from that. So now you're down to not even one song per album. It is difficult, but we just gotta look at it like this. We've got to play some of the hits that people want to hear because that's fun for us too. But we also have just songs that we want to rotate in and out. And hopefully you change the set. People mostly remember the first song and the last song that you played. So
for sure. And the memories there. But yeah, it's got to be tough, especially if you have like the artistic connection to some of these songs that you're just like where it's most fun to play or get you in that place where you're just most fond to play. Let's
accurate.
go. Yeah, it's Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're back here live on Beef Vegan Presents as we got Sam from Chevelle joining us. Of course, Chevelle's going to be performing for free for all April 24th, Pima County Fair. You're going to want to get there early to get your position. So it's going to be fantastic. Now, we're talking about, obviously a legacy now. And Chevelle is one of those bands that is experiencing all the joys and success of the nostalgia rush of us realizing the great bands that put out all this great music 20 years ago. And now there's a new generation that's on board, and it's like, it's cyclical. Everything is cyclical when it comes to the music industry. And, they're celebrating over 20 years as a band together, but over 20 years, over 200 songs, 10 albums, it's going to be almost impossible to remember all the art that you did. And Sam from Chevelle, I want to play a game. So here is the game.
I'm shaking my head already.
Yes, you should be. Okay, so I got Rico and Kendall here, back and forth. So Kendall has lyrics from random Chevelle songs.
Oh, God bless America.
5 albums, right? Rico.
If it were Pete, he would be good at this, but it's definitely going to be a challenge.
I know.
Call a friend.
This is what's great about having you on there. It's like, how much are you paying attention to your brother's lyrics on the stage? As Rico has lyrics from the first 5 albums of Chevelle.
Oh, my God.
See how well you can do when they're read out of context, out of melody, out of rhythm. And here we go.
I feel for you, man.
Yeah, starting with Kendall. Kendall, read a lyric to Sam and see if you can guess the name of the song and the album it is from.
All right, this lyric goes, "Poison ain't relief, hate to say." And it's off the most recent album. I'm going to give you a hint.
No hint yet.
No?
Yeah, I get it.
No, it doesn't matter. There's no way I know that.
Yeah,
There's no
Sam
way.
needs a hint. I'm throwing it out.
No,
Jim.
so this is how we play the game, Kendall. Don't worry about it. And it's okay
Aw.
if he gets it wrong. So go ahead and tell him.
That's right. Yeah, what
This
is it?
is Cowards Part 2. Jim
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, from
Jim Jones, yeah.
This is off the new album Bright as Blasphemy.
Yeah. I mean, what a great song.
It is a great song.
I love
good.
playing it.
And also relevant too with the cult-like behavior and attitudes that we're seeing around, on with the internet culture and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a fantastic track. And why is it Cowards Part 2? Because you got Rabbit Hole as Cowards Part 1, and then Jim Jones Cowards Part 2. But obviously they have two different song titles. But it's a continuation of a theme, right?
It is, yeah, because it was essentially about the same subject, because it was about, Rabbit Holes was about literally that, rabbit holes, but Jim Jones is kind of like about cults, and so those two things was the same. It was just like a rabbit hole about a religion and about cults. So that's why those two things were related.
So
That I do know.
It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. But guess what? We played this even with singers and songwriters like David Draymond and Disturbed. He didn't do well at this game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So here we go. Rico, go ahead and give a lyric to Sam from Chevelle.
Okay. More and more, it's an animal waiting to be seen. Faced with someone's failures, a sickening sight indeed, indeed, indeed.
Okay, so that's from Wonder What's Next.
There we go.
That's the album. Yeah.
2002.
And the name of
Titular
the song
album.
is
Wonder What's Next.
There you go. See, there we go.
Yeah.
Look at that. And you get an air horn for that. So 1 point for Sam. See, it's not that bad. All right, here we go. Back to Kendall. This is the last 5. See, this is also a nice little game where it's like, do you remember the newer stuff, or do you remember the older stuff more so than the newer stuff? Right?
That's a good
Right.
point. We'll see.
The newer stuff because it's like fresh, but older stuff you have more
20
repetition.
years of doing it over and over, right?
Yeah.
So you got muscle memory there.
Right.
All right, let's get another lyric here.
You
Kendall.
got this one, Sam.
Okay,
Take
let's hear
out
it.
the knees, had to shoot, had to fight.
Take out the
That's from Take Out the Gunman. Yeah.
Yes, take out the gunman.
Yeah.
You
and
know
the name of the album?
Hats Off to the Bull.
No,
Is it? No.
Oh!
Is it Sci-Fi Crimes?
no.
Wow.
Hey, it's still early.
So-
though.
Yeah. So, it's La Gorgola then.
Yes, Lago Girl.
There
Yep.
you go. There you go.
Wow.
So you don't technically get that point.
That's
Yeah.
okay. That's
And That's
Yeah.
what's great about this game. It's a difficult game, right?
I mean, it really is, because you're right. Like, I'm sitting back there now. I'm gonna start sitting behind the drums, being like, "What's the lyric?"
All right, here we go. Rico, and the first 5 albums of Chevelle, what's your
Okay.
lyric?
I won't be left out. You learn a thing or two. When we were young, we'd shout, let's separate the city. We won't be left out.
Yeah. So I know the song. I just can't remember the name of it. Is it Saturdays?
No.
No. Then I don't know.
You named the album earlier. It's Prima Donna.
Prima Donna.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Well,
that
what
is
am-
deep.
Yeah, he's
That's
trying
not
to stump you.
something that we even play, unfortunately. But
Hats Off to the Bull in 2011.
Yeah.
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 Wow. I mean, yeah, there's even songs with the amount of songs that you put out too. There's songs that just don't make it to the set list anymore. And
Or never did. I know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's really bad. Because when we put out a new album like Neurodius too, we could have played basically that entire album through, but no one would have sat through it because they were like, "Oh, I don't know this," because you're
Right.
playing it right when you go on tour after you write it, so people don't know it well enough yet. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, and that's the most frustrating thing to see as a fan of new music, knowing that bands have to go through a couple tour cycles for
Yeah.
great new songs for it to be catch on, to be received like they should be, and then sometimes when you're like, man, you're playing a brand new song, it's a hit, and you're just like, oh, they're just not feeling it, and maybe it's not a hit, and then you come back 5 years later and they're screaming at the top of their lungs at the bar, and it's like, because they could like something they hear, but they only love something they know.
That is true. True words have not been spoken.
All right, let's see. There's redemption in this game, Sam. You're going to do well on this, all right? So don't give up on yourself. We're not giving up on you.
The fact he got one's impressive already.
Yes.
It's rare.
Kendall,
Thank you for the low bar. I
I'm
appreciate
just
it.
saying.
Kendall, what's your lyric here?
All right, the lyric is no sign of Earth now, just endless stars.
Is that from Mars? Simula?
Mars Simula, yep.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and Mars Simula was on Radius.
Yes.
Ah, there you go. Another point. All right, back to Rico.
Damn. Okay. Lost inspiration, panic on the rise. A severed attempt ignored. The reason never outweighs the truth. So backing up and lean against the liar's club cometh shame.
Is that Panic Prone?
No.
No. Then it's. Oh man, is it from Venusera?
It's
No, it's from-
I'll say 2004. I can tell you that much.
I recognize it, but I can't say what the name is.
Wasting farther, collecting doubt, starting seeds. Does that help?
No.
What's the name of the song?
It
and
is
album?
Tug of War.
Oh,
From
it's
this-
Tug of War. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
way off.
All right. Well, that's all right. You still
That's
got
okay.
2 points. Kendall, back to you.
All right. It should be known. One goal to be calm in this never-ending world.
It's tough when it's sung out of rhythm.
I know.
Or
It
just
so is.
And I'm giving
Yeah.
shorter versions than Rico is. So
But it's kind of fun in that because I'm recognizing it too, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like recognizing a face, but not being able to put it to something.
I want
Yeah,
to give
welcome
it
to
my-
so bad.
Yeah, do it again.
It should be known. One goal to be calm in this never-ending world.
It's funny because I'm hearing it, and it's a cue for me playing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so yeah,
it
that's
is.
when
It is
yeah.
the start of
Yeah.
a song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So your muscle memory, your reflex, you
Yeah.
would kick in as soon
Yeah.
as you hear that line. Yeah.
yeah, it's a cue, but I can't think of what it is without seeing it in front of me.
Blood Out in the
Yeah.
Fields. Also
Yeah.
off the new album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blood out in the
Woo-wee.
fields. Oh, and this is a new album.
Way to rub it
this
in.
Is, it's
Yeah.
right off. Yeah. So
Yeah.
is that how you remember it too, huh? So there's certain lyrical cues that you'll jump in. What song off of this record do you have the most influence on, where P comes to you and it's like going in one direction rhythmically, and you're like, actually, I feel like it should go there, and then you kind of like hone it to a whole nother direction.
Well, so and this album, there's a song called Wolves, and the whole thing is just double kick through the whole thing, but it has to sound sort of like it has to be perfect, and so I have to I'm telling them, like, even if it's like, if something's like, just follow me, whatever it is, just follow me, and but that song definitely is one of those songs. I want to start the set out with it, but people don't know it well enough yet, and it just sort of like, it's just like being punched in the face.
Yeah.
Opening the
It's
set.
hardcore. It's a hardcore song.
It's a good
Yeah.
way
On
to
that
keep people's
album.
attention
Yeah.
right off the
Hell
bat.
yeah.
I mean, even
It
if they
is
don't
that.
know it, honestly, like a fair show is kind of like a good show to be able to do the things that you would normally want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
just one off anyways. Let's just, have fun. As long as
Yeah.
you you exit the stage during a curfew, whenever that may be. That's the only thing you're fighting against is curfew. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I say, go do extra songs for us, please. I mean, we're
I
so
know.
rock deprived. You have no
Yeah.
idea. All right, Rico, last question or last lyric for
Okay.
Sam. He's gonna get
Ooh.
this here, and if you get this, then you're a winner
Yeah.
of this game, Sam. This is
Ooh.
you're not walking away a loser.
I
You're-
feel like I'm a winner anyway.
Let me ask him. Do you
Yeah,
want a
I think
2000?
you're doing all right in life. Yeah.
You pick which one then? 2007 album or a 2009 album?
I mean, either
He
one,
doesn't-
whatever, whichever.
Okay.
one. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Why not face today? Forever one to crawl out, fade out next to lazy, end it all within.
I know the song too, and I know. So now I have to figure out the title of it.
Sam's
I'm
been
trying to-
closing his
I'm trying
eyes
to think of the chorus. Yes, I'm closing my eyes because my wife flashed me from over there. So I have that going for me.
That's a good way.
She thought that was funny. Yeah.
That is
yeah,
funny.
that's great.
Yeah.
Just
that's
you're a
good.
double winner already. Look at him.
Try accepting this. Why not face today? Forever one to crawl out, fade out next to lazy, end it all within.
So that's from Vina Sira, right?
Nice. Yep.
And it is. God damn it! I don't know. I don't know.
You're so close.
I know. I'm not.
Okay. You want me just to tell him?
Yeah, go ahead,
All
tell
right.
him.
Humanoid.
Humanoid.
Yeah.
So close.
Oh,
I saw that
So
brain work.
close. I mean, I was sitting there playing it in my head and thinking, trying to find the chorus in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, sometimes
Mind
it's the
games.
verse, sometimes it's the chorus. That's how we play
Yeah.
that game. Sam from Chevelle is going to be performing at the Pima County Fair April 24th. We can't wait for that show, and I appreciate the time. We'll do a couple more minutes with Sam on the podcast broadcast, and then let him get back to his flashing wife. But you can't wait to see you when you come out to Pima County Fair, and congratulations on a fantastic album. Which is out now everywhere. Bright as Blasphemy from Chevelle, their 10th studio album. It's banger from beginning to end. I appreciate all the time that you've been sharing with us this morning, Sam.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This has been fun. It's good.
Absolutely. He keeps looking over at his wife right now.
Yeah,
and rightfully
yeah.
so.
Now we know what he's looking at.
We're wrapping things up with Sam on the podcast.
She's trying to act natural now.
Yeah.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah. She's outside. So.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. No, that's great. Well, yeah. What time is it where you're at right now? Is it like 11?
Or is it 9?
quarter to 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost 9 a.m.
Yeah,
almost 12.
Yeah, we don't know.
You're like, honey, I'm in my RV. Stop that. In my man cave.
No, but we mean it. Like, okay, real quick. Any questions you want to ask Sam before we let him go? Because I know you guys got some.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much input you had on this lyric, but that last song in the album, it's called Shocked at the End of the World.
Yeah.
The first and last lyric is because it's too late now, which is a sentiment I carry. And I think that's part of why I love this album so much. But do you agree? Do you really think it's too late? Do you have any hope left for us?
Well, the song is about the fact that it's the end of the world. And if it's the end of the world, then it's the end of everything bad. It's the end of war. It's the end of famine. That's what the song is about. And it's like looking at it, a positive look at the end of the world, right? That's like...
I like that.
It's like the REM, it's the end of the world and I feel fine, kind of.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so it's just looking at a positive thing. Is it too late? Everyone that I've seen that should know says yes.
Wow. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
yeah. All right, Rico. Real quick.
No,
that's why we're not talking to anybody in the rest of the universe, right? Because whatever civilization would have happened on any other planet in the universe is probably the same thing. They went extinct eventually. So I don't know. I mean, dude, that is an existential problem there because we start going down the rabbit hole of like, well, meat can't exist in a vacuum, right? So we're not really leaving. We're not leaving Earth, right? I mean, at least not without our brains being in a computer.
Yeah.
This is one of those albums that need to shoot into space to keep record of.
I feel like
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This album really seems to be like the most like, I don't know how to say it, but just like on the pulse with what is happening, what's been happening. And I feel like that's a little bit different than your other albums. I don't know if you agree with that.
I mean, that's probably true. It was, after COVID, I think so many, everyone had different experiences with the whole COVID thing. And I think that where people came back to it, I don't know, I just think we look at things a little bit differently. And just with, as we get older and seeing the way our world politics are, the way they develop and stuff, you really do feel like, oh, this is temporary for sure,
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm really not. I mean, I got 2 out of 6. Is that what I got? 2 out of 7?
That's impressive.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
It was good. You got some half points in there. All right, so
I do have a quick fun question.
All right, real quick fun question.
All right, so past or present bands that exist, if Sam had the choice to go do a guest drum set for a tour or just like one show even, what band would you want to guest drum as? Or
it's not that it's my favorite band in the world, although I love them, but I would love to play for Rage Against the Machine. Wouldn't that be rad?
Oh, yeah.
Because those songs, every one of them, every person is on their feet. for
Yep.
every one of those
Yep.
songs. And I
Yeah,
saw them play Lollapalooza I don't know how many they did it, like 8, 10 years ago or whenever it was. And
Mhm.
it's still to this day probably the best show I've ever seen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good choice.
That'd be a good one.
Hell
Foo
yeah.
Fighters keeps actively looking for a drummer, even though they keep losing drummers. If Dave Grohl came after you and was like,
I think that's
wants
the
to see
worst
drummer?
job in drumming, honestly. I think that's the
Oh,
worst job
God.
in drumming. I think that having to play drums for Dave every day, can you imagine the looks? He's just like up there and he's just like giving you like, what are you doing, man? You know?
Like, you know, I would
Come on,
do
bro.
it. I would do it so much better. You're like,
I
well, get
know.
back here and do it yourself,
Right.
Dave.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine if you made a mistake? He'd be like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
What are you doing back there? It's not
Yep.
that hard. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, again, Sam, thanks for your time. It was a pleasure hanging out with you, dude. And again, we can't wait till April 24th because we'll see you do the whole soft open and stuff like that. Go backstage and say what's up to you.
Yeah.
And we wish you continued success and safe travels and conquering Europe when
Thank
you do
you.
it Breaking Ben. That's going to be massive. So
I can only hope.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll let you get back to your beautiful wife. Thank you again, and we'll see you here soon.
All right. Thanks so much. It's good to see you all.
Absolutely. Good
Thank
to see
you.
you. Sam from Chevelle, everybody. That was massive, right? It was a big deal. And then, yeah.
Who's
then-
that?
Oh, yeah. That's our good friend, Weirdo. Weirdo broke her thumb last night in the pit from a woman who may or may not have been 300 pounds. I don't know. Is that right?
Yeah, so at the Devil Wears Prada show last night at the Rialto, we had actually gotten pretty close to the front, and there was a 14-year-old girl, her first show, and, you know, her parents were doing a good job standing on either side of her, and my boyfriend and I were behind her, and I was like, we'll protect you, you'll be fine. Like, I've been doing this 25 years. And of course, the lead singer's like, I want to see all the crowd surfers. And I was like, oh, this poor girl is going to get creamed. So I kind of braced around her and had my hand on the rail. And that was it. Some person fell on it, cracked my phone screen. And immediately I turned around. I was like, I think I broke my thumb.
Well, that's a really sweet
Oh.
story. That's a sweet reason to
That's
break
sweet
your
for the girl. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sacrificing for that girl. But now you just came back from the doctor getting an x-ray and everything?
Yeah. So the very tip bone or whatever, just the tip, just slight hairline fracture and dislocation. So she popped it back into place, which 0 out of 10 do not recommend. That
Ooh.
hurts.
Yeah,
Mm.
that sounds like
That hurts bad. However, the pressure then was like relieved. So that was lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't you have, correct me if I'm wrong, don't you have weird Megan Fox-like thumbs? So isn't this like actually going to benefit your thumb somehow?
What does that mean?
Like those weird
Fox
ugly
thumbs.
thumbs. Yeah, like
Okay,
toast.
so I have it's something called toe thumbs. They're dwarfed thumbs. Something happened as I was growing as a child, and the growth plate went weird, and it didn't fully develop. So I
Yeah.
I
have.
see a little bit now.
Yo, you see it
Yeah,
now.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
She got a toe for a thumb.
Yeah.
So in extending and breaking, I'm like, she just did you a favor. She's extending your thumb into making it look like a real thumb. So
No,
like you
it still
said,
looks like a toe.
Oh, damn. Damn, well, you know.
She tried.
Yeah, she was trying. So, that
But
was,
otherwise, yeah, it was a fantastic show. Devil Wears Prada came to Rialto 2 years ago, almost to the date, and they always put on a really, really good show. And the staff at the Rialto, absolutely fabulous. I just kind of hopped over the rail, asked security for a first aid kit. One of the security guys helped me splint it up with like 2 popsicle sticks. Bar gave me a bag of ice, and I went back to the crowd.
Nice.
Hell yeah, brother.
That's how hardcore she is. And Devil Wears Prada was that good, though, huh? It looked
Yeah.
like a sold out show.
It was a sold out show. Also, Devil Wears Prada, it was a 20-song set, hour and 20 minutes.
Nice.
We got our money's worth, which, by the way, Rialto, because I'm always talking about going to concerts and the expense of it and everything. Rialto's been keeping things very much under $50 a ticket. I think this one was like $32 after the fees.
Oh, big
Nice.
time. Yeah. And those fees, which is a Ticketmaster thing, really, that is getting insane. Rock 1, 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We got Weirdo live joining us on the podcast broadcast. She stubbed her toe last night at the Rialto.
No.
What's the most you've ever spent on a ticket fee, a Ticketmaster ticket fee?
I don't know. I never break it down into the fees. I mean, the most I've spent on a ticket is I am going to Sick New World next month.
Right.
And that came to $400. I don't think they sell through Ticketmaster though, but I'm pretty sure the fees on that were like $50 or $60.
That might be the exception only because it's a one-off, and I know that's a different kind of promoter. I
Right.
even know Live Nation's probably involved, but they don't necessarily own that plot of land where they
Right.
do festivals at in Las Vegas. The issue is all the venues that they own. Then they could do whatever kind of ticket fees that they can.
Right. I mean, and we're seeing Motionless in White at the end of July with Fit for a King and Lorna Shore. That is the most I have spent on a pit ticket, which is $130. And I think that was a $15 or $20 fee. But, you know, I don't spend money on music. I spend $16 on my Spotify account every month. I don't really buy merch anymore.
That's
And
money on
so,
music.
you know, I'm willing to spend money on the ticket. It's unfair how much goes to Ticketmaster, but you know, that's my way of giving back to the band. So
Yeah, what are you
For
going to
sure.
do? Not live your life?
No, we
You
want
know?
we just want the band to get a fair share, and we want the
Exactly.
consumer to get a
Yeah.
fair shake and stuff. So like ghost fees, things like that, we want to eliminate. We don't need to do that. It's like there's enough money to go around. You don't need to continue to put your hand back in the pot. It's essentially the argument that's been going against it. But Rialto being a nonprofit organization, and knowing that these are independently booked shows, Devil Wear Prada, they could keep a ticket under $50, and of course, it benefits the band because they're getting the lion's share of that, and that's the only reason why I brought that up. We
right.
have
And
more.
Ticketmaster is a third party seller for them. So that's typically when the fees are very, very small. I think it was like $4.
All right, that's good. And that's why I always say go direct to Rialto's website, direct to the website, no others, because if you see a sold out show, you could easily see tickets that are like $500-$600 that aren't even associated with anyone except for scammers and scalpers out there. So always go direct to the site. We are going to wrap things up with a beef tip after these words, but we are doing our podcast broadcast. You can join us youtube.com/beefvegan or keep it right here on Rock 102.1.
Yeah, next month at La Rosa, Rico and I are going to see Interpol, and it's sold out. And I happened to click on a resale ticket, and it was like almost $400.
Yeah, you should sell your tickets.
Hell no.
That's where you get good money.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll
It's
get in there for
priceless.
free. Did you know that we're going to Sam from Chevelle? Were you stoked on that?
One more time?
Did you know we were talking with Sam from Chevelle?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was super solid. He's a fun dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he had panned his camera over to his wife, it would have been better. But
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's why you wanted him to go so quick. We're
Well,
we got to get this guy some tail. He's got to get out of here.
Yeah, at this point, because I'd be a rude host, or I'm just like, you know what? Let's wrap it up so you can go titty fuck your wife. You respectfully.
You're a gentleman.
I am a gentleman and a scholar, so in the meantime, I was able to hold composure the whole time while getting roasted on by random Facebook messages here.
You're getting roasted?
Yeah, kind of.
Sucking moose? Oh, sucking more.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. And we were playing the game, and I was like, I'm not even playing.
Damn, Sheena.
Yeah.
Damn, Sheena.
Yeah.
What's your problem, Sheena?
Yes, Sheena was going, but you know what? I still I kept it together. Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm glad that you didn't break your toe permanently. Even though I wish it got a little bit longer.
Next time.
Yeah.
No, I think those thumbs come in handy, I'm sure.
Handy.
I like how we're all wearing black today too.
I know.
Sam was wearing black too. I think
he had a flannel on.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, we all got the email.
Yeah.
We're a band.
On Wednesdays we wear black.
We're a German goth band.
Yeah. What's the next show you're going to, weirdo?
So Sick New World in April, and then a band called Dance Gavin Dance in Phoenix in June, and then Motionless, Fit for a King, and Lorna Shore July, and then Shinedown in August. So it's a busy year for me already with shows.
Have you seen Lorna Shore already?
Oh yeah, twice.
Oh,
When they opened for Gojira, and then on their own last year, and just phenomenal. Like Lorna Shore is a fantastic band. They're like the melodic death metal, all unclean vocals with Will Ramos, who, by the way, there's a vocal coach in Tucson that has a pretty solid social media following. Please forgive me, I don't remember her name, but she has actually done some segments with Will Ramos of Lorna Shore because his voice does things that are supposed to be physically impossible. So they scoped his throat. Like he is a scientific specimen.
Really?
Crazy.
Yeah.
She's from here. Interesting.
Yeah. I can't remember her name.
Was she an older lady or like younger? I'm trying to think. I might have seen
Nah,
her.
I think she's in her late 30s.
Okay.
Like, did I match with her?
I know. Did I mention her? She don't want to pay me? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Lorna Shore puts on a absolutely solid show. With they got the
Is it
visuals going,
Elizabeth
everything.
From the charismatic voice, Elizabeth from the charismatic voice.
Yes, thank you.
Nice. Good catch.
You're welcome. I knew that. Thanks, Patrick, for the comment there. All right, we're going to wrap things up with the beef tip. I guess we'll let you go here, Weirdo. I'll talk to you here soon, and hopefully see you in studio again here pretty soon, too.
Absolutely. Bye.
Love you so much. Yep, Weirdo, everyone. So, yeah, you guys didn't know I had Weirdo on deck. Because just went from Sam to Weirdo, getting updates on that. This is like the podcast broadcast. You never know what may happen, baby.
Yeah,
we
Sheena.
keep it flowing. In fact, actually, we're going to do a little overtime here just with some stuff that we recorded earlier today. Rock 102.1 KFMA, even though we're almost done with the show today, we're not done with the podcast broadcast by any means. It's going to keep running because we had a lot of fun. Different guests popping in studio today. And shout out to our friends at the automotive. What's the name?
Affordable Automotive?
Affordable Automotive. Yes, I got their thing right here. Affordable Automotive Services, LLC. They got their grand opening this Friday, March 20th. And so they're hooking you up with oil changes, everything else this Friday for $25. You can get an oil change. Just $25, KFMA.com.
Ooh.
Get your half price Friday deal from our friends. They're super cool. And shout out again, Kenny, who listens every day, and Rico and Carlos for you guys coming in and hanging out as well. This weekend, I'll actually be doing a remote on Saturday as well at Bricks and Minifigs, Northwest over on River. They have their friendly MOC contest, which is basically locals have built their own Lego models, and it's up to you to vote on the best Lego model.
How funny!
Yes,
don't you have something next week too?
Yeah, Beef Games, baby.
Yeah,
that's right. Beef Games full in effect. Our live game show. Think Price is Right. Come to live. Beef Games takes over the St. Philip's Plaza on Thursday, March 26th. Our entire crew will be out there. We got thousands of dollars worth of prizes, including tickets for Disneyland, Shinedown, and more that will be given away at 7 to 10 p.m. 21 and up to participate in the games. Sign up starts at 6. Get there early. Get located. Our friends Tucson Foodie will be out there. Tucson Games and Gadgets, Transit T, the Union, Miss UI, Arizona. Your rights are her priority. All that. It's going to be super fun. So make sure you can get more information on that at KFMA.com as well. Let's wrap things up with the beef tip before we go. Here's your beef tip today. Kissing your dog can help boost your immunity. Oh, yeah. Well, just having a dog, right? So a new study says that dogs can actually boost your immune system. Every time a dog moves or scratches, it sends tiny bursts of pollen, fungus, bacteria, and plant debris in the air. Fun. But this can also help build stronger immune systems, especially in kids. If you got kids, get dogs. And then, yeah, of course, they're little viral bombs, but those viral bombs will make you stronger on the inside, and you'll get sick less often. And plus, they love you, and they'll lick your face clean.
Oh, yeah.
So there's your beef tip today. Thank you so much for listening to the show. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Clear. No theme song today because we get back into this. All right. So,
I can't wait to go give smooches to everybody's dog on the street.
Yeah.
I think you said like the opposite the other week.
Yeah.
That they can give you an infection and kill you. Yeah.
Oh, dog, kissing tongue. Well, you know what? Keep your tongue to yourself.
Tongue.
Stop tongue kissing your dog.
That's
yes. It's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call at 600 KFMA at 605-362. If we agree your life is effed, we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets for Pucifer this Saturday at Arizona Financial Theater.
Hell yeah.
Yes, a Pucifer. With that said, we got Kendall and Yas Money weighing on today's F My Life. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. First email sent to me by Derek. Derek said, Beef, my second roommate in less than a week got a DUI. Both roommates are demanding that I drive them around for free until they get their licenses back, or else they won't have the funds to pay their rent.
Is this Yas or hell no? Because this is a hell no for me.
You F My Life for Derek?
No, just say no. Don't be a big baby.
Rent.
Yeah, then he's
like the story started off with like, yeah, whatever, big baby, you shouldn't drive them around, and then it's like they won't make rent. Oh,
Yeah.
They can Uber.
Well, then they won't have money for rides.
Yeah, you're not grasping
no.
it. F my life for Derek. He is put in this impossible situation.
Oh,
It seems like you understand,
Yes.
Yas. So you're saying F my life? All right. As Kendall continues to rage, we'll move on to the next. I will say this. I learned how to drive stick because my friend did this very thing where we were about to start this delivery company delivering restaurant food like DoorDash.
Wow.
And literally 2 weeks before we started this company, he gets a DUI, gets his license suspended. So he's like, you're going to have to be the driver. And I was like, bet. So then I got a car out of the whole deal and learned how to drive stick. So it was fantastic. But that's neither here nor there.
Also,
All right.
public transportation. Okay, that's a lot more affordable.
Okay.
It's free.
Look,
Free.
I'll send you the email address for Derek. You can give him all the things he should do in
I'm
his
gonna help you
personal
out,
life.
Derek.
But on the surface, it's an F my life. Next email sent to me by Nina. She said, my boyfriend got drunk and tried to French kiss my dog. Now he has 12 stitches in his face, and he's insisting we have to get my dog put down.
No.
F my life. We'll start off with Kendall on this one.
I'm going to say, big baby, you just lost 200 pounds. Bye-bye. I ain't getting rid of my dog for no man.
Especially if that man's going to cheat on you with your dog.
Yes.
All right, what do you say, Yas?
I mean, F my life for him, but that big baby for her, like, just you're gonna have to move on.
All right,
You're
yeah.
gonna have to move on.
Yeah. Well, what if he sues, though?
No,
He can't.
he French kissed the dog.
I mean, yeah,
He
it would
made
have
him
to
the
go
first
through
move.
court, and it would have to be a he said, she said. And then, of course, your evidence is him tongue kissing your dog. But, it'd have to get to that point. We'll say, I guess, big baby, but it does seem like an F scenario as well. All right, next email sent to me by Jared. Jared said, I finally got a new job. Now, instead of dealing with trashy, rude young adults all day, I get to deal with self-entitled, berating old people all day. I'm not sure which is worse. F my life, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kendall.
I ain't got no sympathy for anybody today. That's life. We all got to deal with those people.
You deal with those people?
Young people, elderly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Right,
right, we'll
you
agree
here.
to do. No, I'm a pleasure to be around. All right, we agree to disagree, move forward. Good luck, Jared. Next email sent to me by Paige. Paige said, I realized that my father's weekly unemployment check is more than my bi-weekly paycheck.
Oh,
My full-time job pays less than my father's unemployment. F my life. Kendall.
All right, yeah, FML finally. Yeah.
You just melted the Ice Queen's heart. Congratulations, Paige.
FML for all of us if that's
I
happening.
know. FML.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's F my life for the younger generation for sure. On a regular basis, we get reminded of that. So good luck, kids. Final F my life of the day sent to me by Owen. Owen said, beef. This weekend, I went downtown.
Oh.
On my girlfriend.
Right.
To the point where she suffered a TIA, which is a transient ischemic attack.
That's basically like a mini stroke.
Right. She lost consciousness temporarily. It seemed like she had a stroke, so I ended up having to call an ambulance, and she got to spend 2 days in the hospital because apparently I give excellent oral.
Of course.
Well,
That's the take.
Yeah, it is. It's a guy's take, dude.
Wow.
What a flex, dude. It's like,
Wow.
oh, yeah, I'm so good at it. I almost killed your ass, didn't I? Who's the one that almost killed your ass? Who's stroking out? You, girl, because of what I can do. It's the alphabet backwards. Boom, you're in the hospital. F my life. What do you say, Yas?
Big baby.
Oh my God.
She wants to stroke out so hard. All right, what do you say, Kendall?
I'm going to say FML. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
What a good way to get out of ever doing that again, huh? All right. We'll agree to disagree and end it on that. But definitely keep those emails coming at beefvegan@kfma.com. We'll hit the reset. When we return, your opportunity to win tickets for Shinedown. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. And here's your reminder about beef games. So I need you to blind rank these overrated celebrities, okay? So 1 being the most overrated, 5 being the least overrated. Out of these 5 celebrities, I'm going to list for you here. First and foremost, Leonardo DiCaprio. Kendall?
He's not overrated. I'm going to play it safe. Let's go 2. Oh,
Well,
wait.
4, you mean?
4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you say, Yas?
I'll say 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves Leo.
Yeah.
All right, Drake.
1.
He's the most overrated?
Yes, we both said 1.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I still have several others. Taylor Swift.
Oh, 2.
Okay,
But
you
I
guys
still
are on the
stand
same
by-
page. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
3,
3.
I guess? Yeah.
Wow, that means the least overrated celebrity in your mind is Kim Kardashian.
You know what? She
Okay.
has fallen under the radar
you
lately.
You're asking the
Yeah.
wrong girls right
Yeah.
now.
Out of everyone on this list, Kim Kardashian doesn't have any banger albums. Kim Kardashian doesn't have any blockbuster movies.
She has banger
Kim
underwear.
Kardashian- yeah.
Okay.
No.
You haven't had to have underwear up your A crack. Okay.
No, yeah, no, I
and
mean,
have it be silky smooth.
silky smooth. I'm sure it's like, like steel wire. I mean, I don't know. There's out of all the celebrities on this list, the least talented, arguably, has to be Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
But you got her as the least overrated. That's insane.
She's done so much.
Am I allowed
They were doing a bunch of teasers for the Spider-Man trailer. They would release little clip after little clip after little clip. Yas Money has not seen the full clip, which they did release
Neither
for
have I.
Spider-Man Brand New Day, and we're going to react to it right now. And I'll
it
tell you
big.
what, it's pretty fascinating because it gives you a lot of information about what the plot's going to be in Spider-Man with all your favorites returning, plus a bunch of new people being added to the fold, like Punisher, right? So with that said, check this out.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
So right off the bat, it continues saying, don't worry. Yeah, it continues basically now his whole mission and objective in the movie, as far as the subplot, is to try to win over the heart of MJ and his best friend and get back in his life because they don't remember him at all. Right? All right, continue.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Put your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home! And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
Oh, no.
What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What is that?
Right.
If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
I know. It looks like it's going to be amazing. So July 31st is all we have to wait, and that's finally a blockbuster that we could actually like line up around the theater for.
Bruce Banner!
Time to play a game. Yes, much like the games that we will play at Beef Games Thursday at the Union, and we'll be playing for Shinedown tickets as well. It's our live game show that's going down from 7 to 10 a.m. or 7 to 10 p.m. I'm sorry. And of course, sign up starts at 6. But we are going to bring back one of our classics live on the stage that we're going to play right now. The game that we're going to play right now for Shinedown tickets for this August is The Last Word. I have two contestants on the line here. I got Alexandria on line 1. Good morning, Alexandria.
Morning.
All right, on line 2, I have David. Good morning, David.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, so we are playing The Last Word. Of course, tickets on the line for that of Shinedown, and sore loser rules will apply. So at the end of the game, the loser must decide the winner's fate, whether they will walk away with these Shinedown tickets or they give themselves a second opportunity to win these tickets by applying sore loser rules and have me give them out to caller number 69, which could be them, it could be the winner, could be anyone listening at home. With that said, are you guys ready to play The Last Word?
Yes.
Do it.
All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. We'll start with Alexandria. All right. And here is what we're going to start with. What's a chore that always starts arguments in a relationship? Go.
Dishes.
Dishes. Okay, David.
Laundry.
Laundry. Yes. Alexandria.
Changing diapers.
Okay. Yes. David.
Feeding the baby.
Okay. Yes. All right. Alexandria.
Taking out the garbage.
Okay. David.
Groceries.
Yes.
Run.
Alexandria.
Cleaning the car.
Okay. David.
Paying the bills.
Yes. Alexandria. Oh, David got that last answer in. He gets that round. Feeding the baby. You feed that baby. No. Let that baby starve.
I don't want to.
All right. Cheers. All right. We'll start off with round 2. David, you'll start off round 2. 30 seconds on the clock will begin when I finish asking this. Alexandria, you need to get this point to stay in the game. Are you both ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. David, what's the first thing you'd do after a breakup? Go.
Nothing.
Do nothing. All right. Alexandria.
Gain weight.
Okay. David.
Play video games.
Okay. Alexandria.
Download Tinder.
Yes. David.
Hang out with the boys.
Okay. Alexandria.
Dye my hair.
Yes. Yes. David.
Spend money.
Alexandria.
Get a dog.
Get a dog. All right. Yeah, we're putting it in there. That was good answers for both. Well, better answers by Alexandria, right? David lists a bunch of reasons as to why he would have been broken up with in the first place, right? But still, I'm going to continue to do that then. She didn't understand me in the first place.
That's right.
I love it, dude. I love it. All right. Final round. We're all tied up 1 apiece. Whoever gets this round will technically be our winner. All right. So with that said, 30 seconds on the clock. We'll begin with Alexandria. All right. So here we go. Alexandria, name something you hope to never find in someone else's bathroom. Go.
My underwear.
Ooh, okay. David.
Your underwear.
No, you can't answer back with the same answer. Here, we'll start over. All right, so she said my underwear, but you can't say my underwear again, all right? Or underwear. Go. David.
A dog.
Okay, Alexandria.
They're toenail clippings.
Oh, yeah, that's gross. David.
Dirty dishes.
Okay, Alexandria. In the bathroom.
No toothbrush.
Oh, yes, David.
Oh, my gosh.
Used toilet paper.
Okay, yes, Alexandria.
Overflowing trash can.
Oh.
All right, Kendall.
We got to give it to her because David's answers on this round were a little weak for me.
Okay, Mom, Kendall gave it to Alexandria. Alexandria, technically, you are our winner on that. And you did have excellent answers as if you've been there before. You know what I mean? Like, that's
just thinking about her trauma.
Yeah, all the nasty dudes she dated. You go into the bathroom, like red flag, red flag. I'm out. All right. So yes, so score 2-1. Alexandria is our winner, but don't celebrate too soon because your fate lies in David's hands. He may feel like he got screwed over in this game. With that said, Alexandria, is there anything you want to say to David before he makes his decision?
I've never enacted the sore loser rules, and I would hope that the good juju will come back to me.
Okay, yeah. So she's been a good person before. Are you going to give her a reality check and show that not all people are as good as she is, or are you going to extend that same good favor back to her and let her walk away with these tickets that you want to win, David?
Yeah, she got me in the last round. She can have the tickets.
That's because you sound hot, Alexandria. I swear to God, if you didn't sound hot, David would be like, nope, they're mine. But congratulations. You're a winner here. You get those tickets for Shinedown. Good job there, David. I'll be continuing to give out these tickets all week long, so there'll be plenty of opportunities to win, okay?
And come out to Beef Games next week.
Yeah, he already hung up.
Damn.
Yeah. That's good, though. Stay on the line, Alexandria. I'm going to get all your info, and you and a friend are going to go see Shinedown for free August when they take over the Tucson Arena. We got another edition of TikTok Tells Me coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents, so don't go away.
Welcome to the Center for the Potentially
If man, that's Smashing Pumpkins. Smashing Pumpkins were just announced as one of the headliners for this year's Lollapalooza. And that means they're returning home to Chicago. And I don't know if the kids will be excited about it, but, the other lineup looks pretty good. My band, Mother's on this year's lineup.
Oh, nice.
Yes. It's great to see them. I wish a couple more of my friends would be on that lineup. You're not impressed by Lollapalooza's lineup, huh?
I'll go to Lollapalooza, but I don't know that I know anybody that will.
Charlie XCX?
Okay, sure.
See, I know your style. You're so weird. All right. Now
What a weirdo.
What a weirdo. We're talking about rock and roll here on
That's
this
right.
rock
I'm
station,
not a metal
bro.
mommy.
Well, Mari is.
Mari's a metal mommy.
Kendall messes around. In fact, Weirdo was at From Ashes to New last night at the Rialto Theater, broke her thumb in the mosh pit.
Oh my God.
That's how metal.
That's what everybody was in line for.
Yes.
Ouch.
That's how metal Weirdo is. And, shout out.
She didn't lose a dread. She lost a finger.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have dreads anymore, but she she still has dread attitude. So I wish her a speedy recovery. We'll have Weirdo in again. She was in on Monday morning, but hanging out here with my young friend Kendall. It's time for another round of TikTok Tells Me. This is where she comes across these health hack trends that is consuming social media and tries to debunk them or validate them. What's something that you came across today, Kendall?
Well, young Kendall came across TikTok creators claiming that burning bay leaves, kind of like burning incense, will help calm your anxiety, reduce your stress, and even create a sense of euphoria. Do you ever like to burn incense or?
When I was younger, at one point, my friends and I tried to clam bake sage thinking that we'd get high. That's how stupid we were.
Wow.
Yeah. And we didn't. We just saw God. But, it was very Zen-like, but not stoned.
It's aromatherapy still.
Yeah. Look, I am pretty aware and open-minded when it comes to herbal therapy. So, when I come across something like this, I don't immediately scoff at it thinking that it's not true, being like, okay, there might be some sort of properties in it that may help somebody. But that's, again, I was raised by hippies. So, what can you do? What say you, Yas? I mean, when you see something like this, do you believe it or immediately you're like, oh, hell no?
I'm just not about the incense like that. I don't know. It's too strong for me.
Yeah.
But you came in here needing to reduce your stress. So
yes.
This isn't something.
And so then you sprayed
see
the white man's poison all over you. Some
What's
kind
the
of
white
perfume.
man's poison?
Some kind of perfume by some Italian white guy, probably. What's the brand of the body spray that you used?
Oh, my Sol de Janeiro.
Yeah. See, there's a white guy making lots of money off of that.
Well,
so,
that's because I smell like chile verdes.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I love that
Oh
smell.
my God.
Yeah, you kidding me? You
I
walk in here
smell
smelling like a snack.
I smell like smoked chilies, green chilies.
Again, see, that's not the white man's scent, so that's good. All right, anyways, so this bay leaf therapy, aromatherapy, is there any medical science behind it? Is it legit?
No, it's not. It's not. It's a placebo effect. So it's partially true because it may feel calming because you're doing like a ritual, you're kind of treating it like sage or, incense, but it's not proven for any kind of anxiety relief.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, I guess, so you don't necessarily have to do it unless you want to get that placebo effect. Sometimes I know you're a big advocate of placebos.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. What's something else that TikTok told you?
All right. This is something I looked into. I was trying to research some ear wax removal.
Oh,
and
yes.
This is super common that people will do candling.
Yes.
I want to do that.
They
Yeah,
place
I've
a
wanted to
hollow
do that too.
candle on over your ear, light it up, and then it draws out earwax and toxins through suction.
Right.
So you haven't tried this, but
No, I want to do it.
It's something I've always wanted to do as well. I haven't got the right candles for it, but it's something I think we should do on the show because I think
On
the
the
amount of
show?
stuff in my right ear, specifically, it's the right ear that gets clogged where I get deaf in. I can't imagine the spider graveyard that I may have deep in my ear canal. And I'm just so fascinated and what is in there. And in years of wearing headphones too, right? Trapping in
You
those little
can't-
bacteria.
I think you just need to come to the realization that you are a little deaf in that ear, and it's not wax; it's a medical problem.
it might be.
It might be wax, dude.
So a couple months ago, I felt this little tingle in my ear, like a little tiny spider crawling in my ear, and I was like, "Hell no, we ain't got bugs in my ears." I was
Right.
like, "This sucks," right? And it kind of tickled, and I kept pushing on my ear. And then next thing you know, I go to scratch the inside of my ear. Huge ball of wax just comes out.
No way!
Like orange ball of wax.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I guess the earwax will sometimes naturally shift and
Oh.
work its way out. So that was a nice surprise.
No,
but I feel
that
like
makes sense. I thought it
feel
was
like
spiders.
there's more in there.
I think
there's more in there.
No, I think it literally was a spider, and it really dug out that earwax so it could carve
Oh,
itself
God.
into your ear.
Don't
You got
say
spiders
that.
in your head, dude. I swear to you.
Ugh.
I swear to
What's
you.
the name
And
of my
I
next
know.
album? Spiders in My Head.
Absolutely. What a great album title, too. But
Earwax.
yeah, I can't wait to do this, and I want to do this so bad because I know just years of compacted earwax is in there. So the candle thing I've seen does work, and I'm a believer that it does work. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. It is false.
What?
So it just says that ear candling does not remove wax or toxin, and it can be dangerous. So there's safer proven methods like ear drops or professional cleaning. So go to the doctor and they will get it out for you. Now, I don't know if this part's true or not, but I've heard it's the buildup that is going through that funnel.
Yeah.
It's just the wax that's burning. It's not
Right.
coming out of your ear.
But it's a different color.
Because it's getting burned because there's a chemical reaction. So I don't think it
I'm
works.
gonna sue somebody. That's false advertisement.
I'm not sure.
Hell
Maybe
yeah,
it
dude.
I'm
works, but
suing.
it sounds dangerous and not the best method.
No, yeah.
I still want to do it.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, what is my option then? Because I do need
You go to
clear
the
out this
doctor
ear.
No, we get
and
that.
they get a little
No.
tool.
Yeah,
and
we
they
get
a
the little tool. We
scraper.
can do it on. They sell them on Amazon. The little tool with the scraper
Oh,
and the
I ain't
camera.
having you guys do it. No.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Oh
dude.
no, I'll do it on beef.
No, dude. No.
Okay, I'll do it on myself.
Yes, do it on yourself.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, there you go. So don't believe the hype with candle earwax remover. We learned that the hard way today.
Great.
But that's why we do this segment. So
And next time on Beef Vegan Presents,
Crushing my
sticks
dreams.
a camera down Beef's ear.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, beef
All right,
games.
So there you go. That is your another round of TikTok tells you with Kendall. We're gonna hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Somebody's calling though, real quick. Let's see what this phone call is all about. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Yo, the candle earwax, I do it once a month. It works. I swear to God.
Yeah, well, you swearing to God, and it works for you. So you see it pull
You buy
out.
them at Target. You can buy them at Target.
Oh yeah,
You
they
buy 'em at
sell them.
Target, and you just have somebody chill there with you so you don't fall asleep, because I accidentally fell asleep the first time doing it and I burnt myself.
But once a month, dude, dang, that's a lot of earwax.
So you got the cleanest ear holes in all the land, huh?
I didn't say that.
I mean, so when you do use it though, you see all the wax that comes out, right?
Yeah, and you hear it bubbling and pulling. You could feel the suction too. Like I said, you buy them at Target. My ex-wife used to get them for me all the time, and that's how I found out about them.
Just the description, though, it doesn't sound nice.
It doesn't. No, it actually sounds fantastic. Yeah, you feel the suction and all the
Because
poison.
You're literally lighting this big tube, and when you start feeling the heat, because you got to sit there and lay down and hold it like a cigarette on the side of your ear canal, and then when you start feeling the warmth, you're like, oh, got to take it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Give it a shot. It's worth it. But I got to get going, guys. I'm at work.
Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think I might have to try it still. Because if I get any type of wax out because of that, I don't even care if it gets to deep. I mean, just some. I know that there'll be some gross ass stuff because I've seen it. I've seen people use it and it'd be like just gross ass stuff that comes out of them.
Yeah.
And the amount of shit that is in between my ears.
I feel like your ears in particular, for some reason, does have some nasty ish in it.
Well, yeah, because I'm a
That's
headphone guy.
gross.
I'm a headphone guy, and you're gonna have some nasty shit in your ears eventually too. But I've
It's
been
not
doing
because of the headphones.
Oh yes, dude.
Because whatever freaky stuff you're doing.
Dirt, bacteria. I'm telling you.
Oh,
got
I
another
for
phone
sure
call.
have some stuff in there.
Rock 1 2 by 1. Who's this?
This is Patrick.
Patrick, what's up?
Hey, so just letting you know, you said from Ashes to New played at the Rialto last night, but it was the Devil Wears Prada.
You're absolutely
you said
right.
Devil Wears Prada's playing with Shinedown. It's from Ashes to New, isn't it?
Yes, I mixed that up. So that's what happens where I saw that, Devil Wears Prada did Rialto last night and I switched it in my head.
Woo!
I know. I suck at my job sometimes.
He's making a
but
mistake?
You know that.
What?
You know that.
That was a good one.
Thanks. Well, you
we
know what?
wanted to make sure you were listening, Patrick.
No, you know what they say.
Yeah, no, but that was a great show last night. I love Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, you were there?
Hell yeah.
Did you break Weirdo's thumb?
Yeah. Were you the thumb breaker?
No, I didn't break nobody's thumb.
Nice. Yeah, Weirdo went hard.
All
Did
right,
you?
hey.
Yeah,
You
Patrick.
guys have a good day, man.
All right, you too.
Peace out.
Thanks, dude. All right, yeah, I was gonna ask him a
How
question.
come you don't love Patrick? How come you don't tell Patrick I love you?
Because he would take it seriously.
Well, because now we're recording and now everyone knows. This is a secret I was trying to keep. Yas?
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, and we're 50 minutes into this recording. I might not even play it back. And, it's only the very hardcore viewer who would even see this part of the conversation. So,
Well, you better not.
Well, if you're watching this right now still, I love you. Just know that. Since we're live on the air. And so I got the crew in studio. I got Kenny, Carlos, and Rico. They're part of Affordable Automotive Services. They're a new half price deal. And Kenny listens all the time. He was just asking about Weirdo. And she literally just texted me, Kenny, and she says she's going to get an x-ray. Should I call in if my thumb is indeed broken? Because she went to the Rialto last night. Weirdo's so hardcore. Not only does she have 3 lovers, but she and a bunch of kids, but and she's a smoke show, but she goes to rock shows and she moshes like nobody's business, like she's a 20-year-old, and she got in a mosh pit and broke her thumb at the Rialto last night.
If it is broken, they can't do anything but just put like a little split on it, right? I mean,
yeah,
broken fingers, there's not much.
A broken thumb is probably one of the best bones to break because then you're always just like thumbs up to people. You know what I mean? It's like it's all good. Oh, Rico, yeah. Speaking to the mic on that one, dude. So you broke your thumb and you can't get it straight up?
Yeah, I had broken in a motorcycle accident. I got hit.
Okay.
The bone came out right here. That's why that little scar is there. And they had to put 3 pins in to keep it there because it broke in 3 different sections.
Oh no! So yeah, you can't do a thumbs
I
up.
can do
It's
with
the
this
opposite.
hand though. You hear me? Look, this hand here.
Yeah, give you
thumbs
one
up,
and
I'll
a
give you
half
a
thumbs
6,
up,
right?
dude.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's what we
he's
do.
a little limp with the left hand.
Yeah. Do you? Is it problematic when you go through like metal detectors, like the TSA and any of that? No. That's good.
Yeah, they are good with that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's got to be rough, dude. Getting pins in there and stuff, and just like
It was definitely a experience. I'll say that.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about Affordable Automotive Services, which is great about this for a half off deal because everybody's looking for like a hookup when it comes to like their car, right? You know.
It's better than a half off deal. We're actually giving a free oil change for $25.
Oh, nice. A free oil change for $25?
Yes.
All right. Well, so a $25 oil change.
Right. Look, I was going to say that, but I was letting him do his thing right quick.
Yeah.
But it's an $85 value.
Yes,
for
of course.
$25.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
So-
dude, and you're talking $85 for an oil change if you like apply the coupon in most places. You know, oil change easily could get over $100 if you go through the dealership.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, a $25 oil change is music to most people's ears. That's the hookup right there. Now, all 3 of you, what are your roles here for Affordable Automotive Services?
I'm
Kenny,
president of operations.
nice.
He's
Carlos,
president.
Technical support.
technical support, nice.
And me, I handle all the marketing and doing everything with the promotions, and I also do some of the work as well. He's the guru when it comes to that motion, though.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
So we all play a triangular effect. We call ourselves the arrowhead. So, more than three is a crowd. You feel me? So
yeah.
make it happen.
So you guys make it all happen when people come in, and you don't just do oil changes. I mean, you're pretty much doing everything.
Yeah, we're all around for the most part.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing about what we do. We want to give you dealership quality at an affordable price. Everybody needs something nowadays, and transportation is definitely a necessity of life. And so we just want to be able to make sure everybody's good. We're not one of the ones that will upsell you just to get some more money out of you. We want you to come back because you want to come back.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And the turnaround's pretty quick and all that good stuff too.
Definitely.
And we also have courteous drivers so that we take you back to where you want to go, back to work, back home.
Oh,
So
that's
you don't have to
huge.
sit there and wait.
Yeah. Where are you guys located at?
854 West Limberlost Drive.
Oh, nice.
853.
854.
854?
Well, it says 853 on the thing. On one, and then 844 on the other.
Well, you're next door no matter what, you know.
Right. Look, you're going to come there anyway. You're going to see us right there.
Yeah.
I love how Kendall
Kendall
loves to correct me all the time.
Hey, look,
We're like, welcome to my world.
I'm like, hold on. And I looked. I was like, dang.
I'm sorry.
Well, I look at both.
Look, it's all right. Look, yeah, you know what? What they say, players mess up. Players mess up. Right.
You guys work together for some years now? Like,
No.
no?
Me and Carlos know each other for 51 years.
You really 51 years you guys known each other? You don't look at Carlos, Kenny, you don't look at either.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, but you guys grew up in town here then? Yeah. I take it, what part of town?
This side.
Oh, this side of town, nice. Yeah, well, you went to Amphi? All right, shout out to Amphi and stuff. So, yeah, you guys have known each other. So, you guys are almost like brothers from another mother then.
We know each other since fourth grade.
Damn, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, did you guys hang out back in the fourth grade?
We started hanging out, eighth grade? We knew each other in fourth, but we started hanging out eighth, and ever since then.
What kind of trouble did you guys used to get into? Eighth grade,
can't get that on the air.
Yeah.
You have to edit some stuff out. Probably,
Right. Did you guys have some good times though, like high school and
definitely.
stuff? Yeah. How has Tucson changed since you guys have grown up? In it, because I'm being locals. Yeah, I mean you've seen it, right? I've been down here now just a decade, right? But I've seen, in my parts of Arizona, just go from orange groves to strip malls in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you see.
So many businesses have closed and new ones opened up. And
Right. Yeah. Where was there? We'll talk about automotive stuff here in a second, but was there any desert spots that you guys would go and meet up
we'd
and
have
party at?
motorcycles
Yeah,
they would be all over the place.
right. No, those places are built out right now, huh? Yeah.
Homes and neighborhoods now.
Yeah. See, that sucks.
He used to have a desert right across the street from his house, and we used to ride motorcycle all the time.
Right.
He had
And they have a
track
makeshift
around it.
track and stuff,
Yeah.
some jumps and everything. So you've been always kind of like a gearhead, Carlos,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So even with your own motorcycles, tinkering around.
Started out with mini bikes, worked up to motorcycles and cars.
Nice. You soup up a mini bike, get it super like fast and all that?
Yeah, you can. You can change your clutches on them, and
I had
your
one that did
sprockets.
55 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It was just the wheels. The brake was a foot pedal brake with it that went to the tire,
Yeah.
And just push against
Kind of
55
like the
miles an hour, I
Bobby
think.
Boucher motion when he was on that lawnmower. She said, I hope you like what you did to your lawnmower.
Yeah. Yeah. First time I wiped out on a bike was a mini bike, dude. And hardcore, right? Hit a boulder and did like a baseball slide, but those things were awesome, dude. Yeah. So that's awesome that you guys, have so much lineage, Tucson locals, locally owned and operated, affordable automotive services. And starting, I think tomorrow, right? Or Friday, we're doing
Friday's the 20th.
half off deal until they sell out. So I know that you probably been putting off your oil change and for maybe numerous reasons, but you don't want to sleep on this because this is going to be the best deal that you're going to find unless you try to do it yourself. You know what I mean? And
you got to do it yourself. You can't do that.
yeah, it's true because the oil and
Oh, it's
everything
too
like that. Yeah. So, you got to get to know our friends at Affordable Automotive Services. And not only will you get that $25 oil change by going to KFMA.com, they literally work on everything. When motorcycles, they do tune-ups, they change your brakes, timing belts. That check engine light comes on and you have issues with your car and you don't want it to break you financially, then Affordable Automotive Services is basically your solution there. Affordable.
You can't forget the LLC. My bad for cutting you off.
Yeah, I'll throw out that LLC. I was like, I thought about that in real time. Should I say
it's all good.
LLC?
Look, you
I mean, it's LLC. Yeah.
It's legit.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
You got to stick with the
LLC.
best and stay away from the rest. That's how we always say it.
There you go. Look at that.
So look.
I love this too. And what's this visual? You got a free visual safety and brake inspection. Is that for everybody that comes through?
Yeah, when you get your service, like the oil change,
Yeah.
you do a free visual and inspection, what they call a safety inspection.
Yeah.
Make sure you have no leaks.
Love that.
Yeah, that's good. Like preventative maintenance kind of deal.
Absolutely. What's something on a car that people sleep on most that will catch up to them and bite them in the ass? Like something that they
Transmissions.
Oil changes.
Oh yeah, it's
And brakes.
right. How often do you recommend people get their oil changes? Depending on the car, right?
Well, depends if you go conventional oil or synthetic.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between the two.
Really? So I think I usually go for synthetic oil.
You have to.
most
You have a
definitely,
newer
yeah.
car, don't you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to now.
Okay. They don't even give you that option, huh?
No.
I'll get cars to take a synthetic.
Yeah. So with synthetic oil, how often?
Twice a year.
Okay. Damn, that's not bad.
I guess
Yeah,
it
yeah.
depends how much you drive, though, right? How many
Yeah,
miles?
you can put like 7,000 miles instead of 3 on a synthetic oil change.
Really? Yeah, yeah. I love that, dude. Well, I mean, I love that for
Also,
me.
we offer what is it, 12,000?
Oh no, it's no 12,000. It's a unlimited 1 year unlimited mile warranty.
There it is.
Nice.
On all repairs.
On all repairs.
On all repairs.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
So
gonna
then
take care
you
of
got
you.
that peace of mind when you drive off.
Yeah, because you know a lot
as
of people
well.
give you those what is it, like they'll give you 6,000 miles or even
12,000.
sometimes 12,000 miles, but they know dang well once it get done or once it gets close to it, they're gonna need something done. So
Right.
we wanted to eliminate that process and reassure everybody that you're in good hands. So, that's how we move.
Well, I love it, dude. I mean, I love local business and especially you guys taking care of the people and, and working hard in the process. So Affordable Automotive Services, LLC, is the spot to check out. AffordableAutomotiveServices.com. You go ahead and visit their website today. If you need repairs, oil change, anything that have to do with your vehicle, whether it has 4 wheels or 2 wheels, definitely check them out. And starting Friday, it's more than a half price deal. It's basically like a 75% off deal. $25 oil changes only while supplies last. Go to KFMA.com to snag those up as soon as they go live this Friday morning. It's been a pleasure. Kenny, thank you for listening.
yeah.
Carlos, Rico, good meeting you guys.
Get you guys
Yeah.
together, man.
I feel like I know you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're going to hit the reset. We're going to be back with more right after this. And coming up on the podcast broadcast, Sam from Chevelle. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.